Weird. If I was asked to describe this film with one word, that word would be weird. But not weird in a bad way, weird in a good way. And that is honestly strange. But yeah, that's what I used to describe it, weird. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. In this video, I want to talk about Poor Things. Poor Things follows the story of the evolution of a woman that is brought back to life by a strange scientist. And this film was nominated for a bunch of awards at the Oscars this year, and it won some awards, and it also won Best Actress for Emma Stone. And honestly, before watching this film, when I saw the Oscars, I felt like I could have picked some other people that could have gotten the award instead of Emma Stone. But when I watched this film and I saw Emma Stone's performance, I was like, oh wow, yes, okay, she deserved to win that award because her performance in this film was brilliant. Her character in this film is someone that has the brain of a baby, and she plays it so well. The naivety and the innocence of her character, she was able to capture it so brilliantly, and she just delved into it so easily and gave her all to the performance. And honestly, it was just so mesmerizing and brilliant to watch the way she brought this character to life. It could have easily felt cheesy or annoying, but the way she plays it, she captured it so brilliantly that it was just so amazing to witness. And honestly, she did a fantastic job portraying this character and bringing her to life. And she's not the only one that did a fantastic performance in this film. Mark Ruffalo was also in this film. His performance in this film was very, very interesting to watch. He's like a character that I have not seen him play before. It's like he goes out of his comfort zone to play this character, and he does it so well. And it almost feels like Mark Ruffalo is having a lot of fun playing this character, and it's something that just makes me appreciate his performance the more because of how he plays it. And honestly, it was just so fun to watch. I could honestly say it was one that made me laugh the most while watching this film. And man, his performance was just so good. And other actors, Willem Dafoe is also in this film. He also did a fantastic job bringing his character to life. And man, all the actors, they just did a fantastic job with their performances. And any accolades that they got for it, I feel like they honestly deserved it. Like I said in the intro of this video, this film was very weird, and not in a bad way, in a very good way. It made the story very, very interesting and very fun to watch. When I first started watching the film, it felt very, very weird for me as I was watching it. But as the story went on, I was easing more into it, and I started to appreciate the storytelling and the way the story was told. And honestly, it was a very, very interesting story. A weirdly strange story, but very, very interesting that keeps you going. And honestly, this film is not a film for everyone because some people find it weird throughout and just incomprehensible. But if you stick with it, and if you're someone that likes strange things, you're going to like this film because of how it is portrayed and everything just comes together to work with it. It's a very fun film, but I can't overemphasize it is a very weird film. And for some reason, there's a lot of nudity in it. And honestly, that nudity part made me feel one kind of way because it was just becoming too much. But at the same time, it was important for the story because the character was undergoing some things. So it didn't feel like it was nudity for nudity's sake. It had a purpose in the overall story and it was well utilized. But if it was up to me, I wouldn't like that much nudity in the film. The production design of this film was outstanding. It really captures your mind and gets you into this world. This world that is a very, very strange world. Like I keep saying the word strange and weird because that's honestly the way to describe it. That was how everything felt. The world was very, very unusual because you saw some kind of things that you will not see in a world like that. But this world has all those things. Like it just makes it very, very strange. And the production design of it just added to the overall brilliance of it. And the director also did a fantastic job. I feel like the director had a vision of what he wanted to create. Like it was very, very obvious. He knew what he wanted to create and he went with it and he stuck with it and he created it. And just adds to the overall brilliance of it. Because like any other person, like I keep saying, everyone will see this film and will just say, what the fuck is this guy trying to do? But the fact that he stuck with what he wanted to do, he had a vision in his mind and he still accomplished it brilliantly, was something that made this very strange film a very, very enjoyable film to watch. The director did a fantastic job bringing this story to life. And the cinematography of it as well was something that initially was kind of unusual for me. I don't use the word weird anymore. The cinematography was very unusual for me, but that was at the beginning. But when it kept on going and the story kept on progressing, it started making sense. Like it started fusing together as one whole body. Like it actually started making sense to the aesthetic of the story. And so something that I really appreciated. Like that goes back to what I was saying about the director having a vision of what he wanted to create. All those things that you think seem out of place, the way the director just plays it together and portrays everything, just makes everything have one beautiful meaning and makes so much sense as the story progresses. Even though it is very, very unusual, but man, it still made a lot of sense and it was one hell of a film that I really, really enjoyed watching. Even the score, the music that was used, it just had that same feeling. You know that feeling I'm talking about. It had that same feeling that the whole story had, and it just worked so well. Like it's honestly mind baffling how all those things came together and form a very, very beautiful piece of cinema. Like it is mind blowing, honestly, and all those things, those elements the score, the cinematography, the production design, how all those things came together and helmed by a magnificent visionary director was just something that worked so well. And the characters were very interesting characters. They felt like larger than life characters, but there are some things that were so relatable with them. I don't want to go in depth with the characters, but when you watch this film, or if you've seen this film, you'll see some things that they do with the characters that make them seem very relatable. Some themes of jealousy and childishness that were done with the characters. It makes them very relatable and very fun to watch. And there was something they did with the main character, Bella, in the third act of the film. I thought the film had come to an end, but they now did something more with the character. And I was like, wow, this adds more to the backstory of the character and adds more depth to the character. Honestly, they could have ended the film at that point, and it would have still worked for me. But the fact that they still went on, they added this more depth and this character development to this character was something that made the character feel like a fully fleshed out character and a very interesting, deep character to witness. And honestly, they just did a lot of things that worked to this show. It was a very strange film, like very strange. But man, if you stick with it, you are probably going to enjoy it so much. I know I really enjoyed it. And did I mention the film is funny? The film is very funny, like funny in a very ridiculous way. Man, this film was not what I was expecting at all. And honestly, it wowed me. Have you guys seen Poor Things? What do you think about it? Comment below and let me know. If you've not seen it, go and check it out and come back and watch this video and let me know what you think. If this is your first time on my channel, please subscribe to my channel for more contents like this. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Cheers.